Sounds like someone wants to get funky.
It's Comix Podcast with Mighty Mosby, Mob Stash, and Esther Star. Here is your host, Esther Star.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Comix Podcast. We are live, and yes, it is Saturday. It's Saturday. We usually do this on Thursdays. It's Saturday. We're doing it on Saturdays now. We're moving. We're changing shit up. Why? Because we can, and mostly because Ash wanted to. Just kidding. I wanted to. So welcome to episode 183 of Comix Podcast. I want to go ahead and let everybody know that we are currently live on Twitch, Instagram, and on TikTok. So those of you guys that are watching us on TikTok, you guys are getting a behind-the-scenes type of behind-the-scenes look right now. So hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll go ahead and get into it now. I am your host. I'm Esther Stark. Right beside me, as always, is Mob Stash. And yeah, it's Saturday. Fuck, it's hot, dude. It's fucking hot today, man. Like I can't today. I can't. It's ugh. Well, since it's hot, what are you drinking, man?
Something that's gonna make me even hotter. Old Overhaul. I usually don't drink
Ovaltine.
this early, but yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm just drinking water. It's too fucking hot. Just water today. You okay?
It's okay.
You okay?
Like it.
You okay?
I like it.
You okay?
Let's see what else. This is how it looks.
Old Overholt. Okay.
Straight rye whiskey, aged 4 years. Pennsylvania born and Kentucky distilled. It's okay. I mean, it doesn't have like the bite that Evan Williams has, which is a good thing.
That's good.
Because it's not a cheap whiskey as Evan Williams is, but
right on.
It's good.
Okay. All right. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just water for me today.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's too,
I
it's
get
too
you.
hot. Too hot.
Really
too
fucking
hot.
early.
Yeah. Too hot. It's too. It's hot. And before we go ahead and before we jump into the show today, I just wanted to let you guys know that this show is being sponsored heavily by our sponsor, and we'll go ahead and take a few seconds to go ahead and check them out. What's going on, everybody? It's Esteban with Comix, and we've got some very exciting news for you guys. Have been sponsored by Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is completely natural, zero sugars, no artificial dyes. It's got about 150 milligrams of caffeine in there, so you'll get that nice kick. But what you won't get from them is that horrible crash that you end up getting after you drink, your typical energy drinks. So since they are our sponsor, if you guys can go ahead and go to Dubby's website, that's www.dubby.gg, and at checkout use Comix10. That's Comix 10 at checkout, and you guys get 10% off of your order. So go ahead and check it out and let them know that Comix sent you. I look so unruly. Like the gray is.
You were filming that on your break.
I was. I was filming that on my lunch, and I look very unruly and very. Ugh. So, but yeah, that was our sponsor, Dubby. If you guys want to go and check them out, hit up www.dubby.gg and use Comix10 at checkout. You guys end up saving 10%. There. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's joining us over on Instagram and on TikTok. Thank you guys for joining us. And what we will do is, let's see, where is our first topic for today? For those of you that are seeing this, there is an Evil Dead animated series coming out. That's in development, excuse me. Super exciting about this. Love Evil Dead, one of my favorite franchise horror films. Ash, I know you're not a big horror guy.
No, but I have Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness.
Yeah. So, did you watch? Go ahead.
I was going to ask, did you ever get into the Stars show?
I started watching a little bit of it, but I didn't like. I trickled off. I didn't finish. I think I only started like the first season.
I hate when you don't finish.
Well, you know, I mean, I have to be into it in order to finish.
Only because of I didn't have Stars, but what I saw on YouTube, I like.
Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah, I saw what's her name? Lucy Lawless was on there. So for a few episodes, so which was pretty cool. But yeah, it's fuck. Why am I spacing out on his name? Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell will be reprising his role as Ash in the Evil Dead animated series. He is going to go ahead and lend his voice to the character. So yeah, he said that he's super excited about doing that.
They can do so much, and they don't have to film it. They just
it's just all voiceover stuff, which is really cool. Yeah, definitely.
I was talking about how on Family Guy, Mila Kunis has to show up, say one word, and make $1 million for Family Guy. That's awesome. Just because it's Megan, Meg really rarely talks. Like, oh, fuck, that's
right.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, it's not only that, but they probably end up recording her lines all in one day. You know, it's like she'll probably put in like 8 hours of work just saying like lines for I don't know, like 2-3 episodes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I mean, I don't know how exactly it works, but I'm sure it's you know, easy for them to go ahead and do that.
Still 1 hour, and you knock out 3 episodes, and with how long animation takes.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty cool.
In an animated world would be awesome because there's so much more they can do. Like they can make them real, like animated and John Wickish.
Probably, yeah. They'll probably have him looking like he did in Evil Dead and in Evil Dead 2 and in Army of Darkness. So not so much the the show, you know. Yeah. Did you watch the remake?
No, that one was scary. No. Did they have an Ash in there, or was it?
No, there is no Ash in there. No.
Okay.
No, it's like a complete like remake, reimagining right? and stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, no, there's nothing like that. Just want to say shout out to Stevie who's watching us over on TikTok, Kelvin who's watching us over on TikTok. Thank you guys for joining us. Luis, yeah, I know. Luis, Diana, and let's see. Miss Nanjay Mansouri joined over on Instagram, so that's dope. Thanks, guys, for joining us, for stopping by. Yeah, so we got that Evil Dead news going on, so which is pretty cool. Another thing that I'm actually didn't know was happening until maybe most recently is that they're making an SNL movie.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like that's so fucking cool, man.
Well, the legacy has gone all the way until current. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's following obviously a very young Lorne Michaels who is trying to get this show off the ground. You know, you've got actors that are portraying Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase and Jim Belushi, you know, yeah, John Belushi, sorry, and then Gilda Radner, you know, so it's gonna be it's
Jane
dude,
Curtis.
it looks, huh?
Jane Curtis.
Jane Curtis, yeah, it's gonna be like I'm really excited about that film, like extremely excited about that film.
Yeah,
you know.
It's funny because like you're just seeing the show and they're making us laugh, but like they're all the background stuff, drugs, like even with Chris Farley, like I don't know, the party life is like
yeah, and I think because it looks like based off of the trailer. If you guys haven't seen the trailer's on YouTube. Unfortunately, we can't play it here because if we play it here, we're gonna get flagged on YouTube. So if you guys get a chance, go ahead and go watch it on YouTube. It looks like it follows Lorne Michaels mostly, and him trying to get this show off the ground, and you can feel the anxiety just based off of the trailer, like the tenseness and the anxiety based off of the trailer. It looks nuts. It's just, yeah, dude, it's crazy. Just to kind of get them get the show going, and then you see, which I think is pretty cool because in the trailer they get the guy that reads the names, the OG, the guy that passed away. I forget his name. Where he would, huh?
With your guest host, that guy,
yeah,
that guy, right?
Yeah. Like he's reading off the names for the first time, and he goes, "What the fuck's name is this?" it's funny, dude. It's really cool, and I'm just to see the actors portraying these actors. A lot of them look spot on. It's like amazing. Like I love it. It's fantastic, dude.
Just even the hairstyle or the height, you know who they're playing.
Right.
They make them look good.
Yeah, exactly. So that SNL movie, I believe, is coming out later this month, if I'm not mistaken, or later this year. So we got that. Let's see. Oh, what's going on? Jalen Pro? Jalen _Pro? Hello, sir. Thanks for stopping by, man. Let's see. So, I need your opinion on this, Ash. Like, I really do. Okay, because I saw Wolverine. You saw Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. The entire world saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Everybody is praising Channing Tatum for his portrayal as Gambit, like massively. You being a massive Gambit fan.
Yeah.
What's going on, Aline Young? Over on TikTok, joining us on TikTok. What do you think about Channing Tatum?
I think if they do the Keanu Reeves way of writing a movie where he has maybe 10 lines in the whole movie but kicks everybody's ass, I think it'd be awesome.
Did you okay? Did you not like him as Gambit? Honestly.
In all honesty, I was hating on it, and I was hating on it when it was announced. I mean, he had done. Thank you, sir. It had. He really won me over with 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. End of the World.
Ooh, thank you, sir.
He wasn't the normal douchey actor that gets the roles and bones all the chicks. He's really down to earth. I mean, because of his looks, that's what he was going to get. So I can't even get mad. Not mad, but what I mean by this is he was announced 10 years ago,
right?
And we were kind of happy that it never happened. But at the same time, the guy waited 10 years to play a character and then fucking did it. So it's kind of like that. Your nephew who's horrible at fucking softball or baseball finally gets a home run. You know what I mean? Like, goes like, all right. I mean, you suck, but that's awesome. That's a bad analogy.
That is a horrible analogy, sir. That is a fucked up analogy.
I'm happy he got to do it. If a movie is dependent, if they gave him a movie, it's like I said, just give him if he's gonna do that accent, then just do the Keanu. Wait, like 10 lines. Everybody else. Kind of even like Jason Momoa, Aquaman. Everybody talks around him, and then he just let's go out there and fight. Like he just has those lines to move the story forward.
Are you just saying that you don't like Momoa as Aquaman right now?
I'm not saying I don't like Momoa. It's that he's not talking as much as Ben Affleck. He's not talking as much as Ezra Miller. You know what I mean? He just says, "Let's go get fucked up," or whatever the fucking line is.
Okay. I don't. Okay. I feel.
Don't give him a lot of lines.
Don't give him a lot of lines?
Yeah, like John Wick. John Wick barely talks. It's everything happening around him.
I feel you're blaming Channing Tatum for something that wasn't his fault.
I feel like we're at a party and you're telling Channing Tatum I said this and it's out of fucking context.
Hold on, I'm sending a text right now.
I am giving him praise. I am just saying if it's gonna be a whole movie, like I'm so sus that I'm not even happy Blade has gray hair.
He had a little white soul patch.
Yeah, I know. I'm real happy about that.
Don't be hating on that.
He looks like Uncle Blade. He doesn't look like Blade.
Uncle Blade. Why Uncle Blade?
He's a fucking daywalker. He should have walked in just a little bit of fucking Just for Men gel and just walked in that shit.
That's so fucked up, though.
And then keep his fucking duster so that he doesn't look all skinny like he is. Like, it would have been better.
His duster? What are you talking about?
The duster, like the fucking trench coat.
Oh.
So you can't recognize how skinny he is.
I see. Yeah, okay. So going back to the whole Gambit thing, okay.
My bad.
That movie was currently in the ship has not sailed. How dare you? The Gambit movie was delayed for fucking ever, dude, because they had all these movies that were coming out, and then when they tried to get him, to be on X-Men Origins, the X-Men Origin Wolverine. He couldn't do it because he was filming G.I. Joe. Okay, so he was doing G.I. Joe. He couldn't go ahead and do that. Big shout out to everybody that's joining us over on Instagram and on TikTok. Thank you guys. He couldn't do it, so they got Taylor Kitsch to go ahead and play Gambit. Well, obviously it wasn't received very well, took a shit, whatever, and then it got to a point where he was still wanted to make the film. He even said that he would direct, write, whatever. He said he'd even waive his entire salary to go ahead and for this movie to be made, So the fact that they were able to put him into the film, I don't think he did a bad job. I think the dialect, I think it was just a play on words. Like it was to make fun of the Cajun accent, which I understand. I get it. But I don't think that he did a horrible job at it. I think he did pretty good.
No. Action was awesome when he was like kicking up and he was like it was really good. I'm not talking shit. And it's another one of those fucking things where it's like, give me a movie, no. Give me a movie, no. Give me a movie, no. Fucking Ryan Reynolds has him in it, and the studio acts like, hey buddy, why don't we do a movie? Fuck you. Studios are fucking stupid. You have to prove them wrong, and then they act like, well, I'm gonna come up with the right idea to help you out.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. And that whole thing of Deadpool and Wolverine, like everything that happened is not gonna count. Okay, so then why are we giving them a movie? Because it does fucking count.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Over on our Instagram, Sickerson15 says they should have moved on from Tatum. He's saying it's a bad choice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there is those side by sides where it's like, damn, they kind of make him look like him.
Yeah, and the big thing that was also announced is that the next X-Men movie, they've already said that they're bringing in Gambit, they're bringing in Iceman, Angel, Cyclops, Storm. So they've already given the lineup that they're going to be putting into this new X-Men movie that's going to be coming out.
It's going to be interesting if they do keep him. It's going to be interesting to see like the new animated series '97 showed the. I kind of feel like they made him even more powerful than the original.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of just playing cards, he's charging fucking everything.
Well, he did that in the original too.
I know, but he seems more of a powerful mutant than they usually portray, where it's just cards or whatever. But the staff and everything. It would be interesting to see him play the love story as well.
Right.
I mean, the guy should be used to it. He's in 87 fucking romantic comedies. But
okay,
should be. I mean, I don't know. If Taylor Kitsch were a better actor, I could see it being that. Would have probably been a better, but I mean, no offense to that guy.
I mean, don't worry, he's not going to follow you home or anything. It's okay. It's okay to say that he's not a good actor.
John Carpenter's, what the fuck was he?
John Carpenter, yeah. John Carpenter from Mars or some shit like that, yeah. One of Disney's biggest flops, yeah.
You know who I hope they don't give it to though?
Who?
Maverick, the guy they're giving every movie to, Glenn Powell. He's in
Glenn Powell?
everything now.
Yeah. No, I don't think he I believe he said once that he does not want to be in the MCU. He doesn't want to be in the MCU.
Thank you.
You know,
we agree.
Yeah, he said that he that's not what he's going for. That's not his thing. I think what he's doing right now is doing everything else first, and then he can probably go on and do like a comic book movie later. But I don't think like a big IP like X-Men or Superman or Batman or anything like that. Like him doing something smaller. You know what I mean? I don't know, like a
trilogy,
like an indie comic book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Right, exactly, something like that. You know, so I mean, I don't think Channing Tatum was a bad choice. The dialect, again, it's like everyone's making fun of the dialect and.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Woo! I'm about to make a name for myself. You just tell them what happened here today.
Yeah.
So
fuck it, man. I mean, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's 2 hours of that,
yeah,
you got to give those in spurts. Like, it can't be. You know what I'm saying? That's why it worked in Deadpool and Wolverine. It's just got to be like barely make them talk.
The whole ooh, I was born ready. My daddy shooting buttery nuts all up, and my mama shot one out. I told the doctor, "Hello, doc." The fuck was that?
And then you're gonna have like Anthony Hopkins play a serious character, and he's gonna talk out like this. Like,
I don't think Anthony Hopkins would even be in a MCU film. Oh, I take that back. He was fucking Thor, or he was Odin. Never mind.
It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something. He's gonna get like fucking Gary Oldman as his dad, and he's gonna talk all fucking. Gary Oldman's gonna talk perfect fucking Cajun, and he's gonna have fucking homie.
Oh, I'm gonna make a name for myself. Oh, you just tell him what happened here today.
I'm gonna have him where he's coming out of the bathroom. You just tell him what happened today. Like, oh fuck.
You walk out the bathroom after you fucking destroyed it, and you look at the guy walking in right behind you. You tell him what happened today. Because I'm seeing that they're using that a lot on TikTok. Like, oh, going to the buffet. It's like, ooh, I've been waiting for this for my whole life. You know, they're using that a lot. You know,
or when your most hated coworker when your most hated coworker quits or something or gets fired, it's the you tell them what happened here tonight. Like,
oh fuck, that shit's hilarious.
And what's great too, sorry, wrong,
sure,
is Deadpool's making fun of him to his face,
right?
No response.
And, yeah, it's like he's like.
Like when who's your dialect coach? He doesn't even. There's no response. There's no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So there's that. There's there, and it's, you know, when they end up making the film, they're gonna call it the Gambit. You know, they're not. And that's the one thing that I think I didn't like in Deadpool and Wolverine was when he introduced himself. He introduced himself as the Gambit.
Yeah.
You know.
It'll be cool too. Is an origin story, and at the end he walks up to X Manor or whatever, and then
the mansion, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then just leave it like that, but like how we got there, you know.
And if they end up doing the film, they would do the film. It has to be an origin story. It can't be anything else. You know, it has to. You can't have them already established and stuff. I feel that Gambit is one of those that you have to have an origin story with him.
Even if it's like fucking the Finn storyline of him leaving the fucking
leaving the gang of thieves. If he does that, like, that'd be perfect, you know.
Or you know that Hitman storyline where like he was their best hitman until he had to kill a child. I won't do it, and then all of a sudden he has to take out the fucking
exactly
cartel or whatever.
Absolutely. So there's that. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, did you hear? David Ayer is not giving up, man.
Oh, about his fucking...
David Ayer is still demanding that they release the Ayer cut for Suicide Squad. I don't know, man. I don't think there's a such thing. I don't think there's a thing. I don't think it would happen.
No, I don't think it happened either. I mean, they're already trying to move on.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie's not even Harley Quinn anymore, technically, right?
I don't know. That we don't know. We don't know because James Gunn directed that second iteration of Suicide Squad, and obviously she was in it. Right. But I don't know if there's any plans on bringing her back or bringing anybody back from the Suicide Squad, because if Gunn is saying that none of this stuff matters from before, which makes sense if it doesn't matter. No, but see, that doesn't make sense because Peacemaker is supposed to pick up after Superman, from what he was saying, and the first season of Peacemaker references the old Suicide Squad movie, the one that he did. So, which means Rick Flag is still dead. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know.
A crazy love story in the first one, only to kill him in the second one.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah. I don't know, dude. So I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he should just fucking throw in the towel. Don't worry about it. Just don't. Just forget it, dude.
I mean, that's what the best thing about the Marvel thing was. Like everybody's gonna get, even down to the Wolverine that was on the big X and it was raining. Like there was. They referenced it as like there's a bunch of different worlds and blah blah blah. They even used the Loki story stuff to fucking make it all make sense. And like when you spoon feed us like that, like every little movie's gonna like, or every little whatever, spoon feeds the next thing. So like we are acceptance of all these worlds of the different Wolverines.
Right.
It would be cool if Henry Cavill was Wolverine. You got that. It would be cool if we got to see Patch. You saw that. Like, you know what I mean? Even down to the I would say the M word. The little person Wolverine. You know what I mean?
You can just say comic book accurate Wolverine.
Yeah.
Cool. Big shout out to everybody that's joining us. Let's see, Ortega9, Viva La Blanquita, joining us over on Instagram, over on TikTok, Barefoot307. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're just this is Comix episode 183. So thank you guys.
Hot out there.
It is hot. It is hot where we're at right now. So, Ayer cut. David Ayer just needs to give up. Needs to just definitely give up.
Especially because what do we do? Even if it's what if it's in a fucking the Casablanca fucking comic book movie?
Yeah,
it can't come back because James Gunn is doing something else anyway. Like, what are we doing? Even the Snyder cut the Snyder cut was better, but it didn't keep fucking Ben Affleck's job. Like, what are we doing?
That's true. It did not. It did not do that at all. So there's that. Well, with us being on the heels of San Diego Comic-Con coming to an end, this weekend, currently right now, if you guys aren't there right now, what's happening in Anaheim is D23, and we're going to go ahead and dive into what's going on over at D23. D23 is... is Disney telling San Diego Comic-Con, hey, we see what you do and we can do it better. So we're not gonna.
Why not?
What's that?
They have everybody's IP. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So there's that. So there was a lot of stuff, and I have all this stuff like kind of written down and stuff. Because if I throw it up on here, we're probably gonna get flagged and get shut down.
With what D23 does, do you think now they give them a 10-second trailer where D23, if they own it, that you get the whole trailer kind of thing?
And that's what I wanted to kind of dive into. That's why Disney pulled back a lot of their stuff from going to San Diego Comic-Con. So they pulled back a lot of their stuff. They're not showing a lot. That's why when they went to San Diego Comic-Con, they only talked about Marvel stuff. They really didn't talk about. So they're saving D23 for all this new stuff that's going on. So just to kind of rattle off a few things, and remember, Disney's did buy Fox, so there's a lot of Fox stuff in here too. We've got for all you Pixar fans, we've got Zootopia 2 that's going to be coming out, Moana 2, Toy Story 5, Incredibles 3, Frozen 3. The live-action Lilo and Stitch, and the prequel to The Lion King, which is Mufasa. There's a new original that's coming out called Hoppers. There's Elio that's also coming out. Avatar 3, which is Avatar Fire and Ash, that's going to be coming out. So there's a lot going on, and essentially. My wife, I showed my wife all this stuff that ended up happening, and she goes, "Oh, D23 said San Diego Comic-Con, fucking hold my beer. Check this shit out." So we've got a lot of stuff going on. But to your point, they took Captain America, Brave New World over to San Diego Comic-Con. They showed some footage, but at D23 they showed a lot more footage.
They showed the turn, right? Or the Red Hulk.
They show, so for those of you that saw the teaser trailer from San Diego, we saw the Red Hulk from behind catching Captain America's shield and throwing it to the ground. In the D23 footage, you show him emerging from the presidential podium already changed and transformed. He's got them red areolas going on. Huh?
He does the Harrison Ford hair.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Of course.
It's awesome.
Yeah, he's got them red areolas too going on with the Hulk. So, yeah, you noticed. Don't say you didn't notice. You noticed.
Hey, Red Hulk versus Hellboy.
Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know who I should ask that?
Good.
There's this TikToker, hardcore into comics. I follow him. If you guys haven't had a chance to follow him, you guys should check him out. He's King and Queen Lion on TikTok. Talks nothing but comics, and has receipts to back up the stuff that he's talking about. So he doesn't just say, Captain America is better than so and so, or like in the little what if scenario that Ash threw out, Hellboy or Red Hulk. He's not just going to say it and just go based off of what he kind of knows. Like, this fool brings out receipts and, like, brings out page panels from comic books saying, it says right here that what he can and can't do, you know, so stuff like that. Personally, I feel that he would say Red Hulk. I don't think Hellboy has a chance, to be quite honest. That's just me. I don't know.
What about horns? The full horns.
Oh, the full on? Dude, I don't know. That's a good question, man. I think that's a question for King and Queen Lion yeah. So hey, I'll reach out. I'll send him a message and see what's up. He probably won't see it, but we'll see.
Record it and then we'll put it on our show.
Yeah, no, for sure. So there's that. There's not a lot of details on some of these films. Toy Story 5 is talking about, and this is the one thing that's very confusing to me, and I don't get it, because the promo that they showed, they have Woody, Buzz, and Jessie. If you guys saw Toy Story 4 ended with Woody running away with Bo Peep at the end. How? No, you stop it. How they're going to go ahead and fix that, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, you know. But they're the main villain of Toy Story 5 is going to be kids being attracted to screen time. You know, like the iPads and stuff like that.
Oh.
That's
why they shouldn't have ended as a goodbye. They always think they're going to, hey, we need money. Throw up a Toy Story. Hey, throw fucking The Incredibles.
So, I don't know, man.
That's why they shouldn't fucking ever film those goodbyes. It's never goodbye.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, what they're thinking about doing. To me, it doesn't make sense for them to do a Toy Story 5.
I mean, fuck, kids playing versus a tablet. That's
yes, and that's one of.
It's even another cool story would be him wanting the kid wanting to play as Woody in an app versus the actual Woody. That would be like a cool concept.
That actually would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. You know, so there's that. You know, so it's like the concept art that they showed at D23 was and I'm assuming it's Bonnie under the covers. You know, under the sheet with the iPad, shining bright, and then stop, shining bright, and then you see the row of the toys like Woody, Buzz, Rex. They're just kind of like staring at her like. What are you doing? You know, So there's that. You know, Frozen 3 is probably gonna, Bonnie? Oh, you haven't kept up on Toy Story, huh?
I saw the goodbye, but I mean, I saw part 1 and 2 a million times. 3, I was, and then 4, I was like one time watch.
Yeah. So 3,
I was all set.
Yeah, 3 was Andy passing off his toys over to Bonnie.
Yeah.
Bonnie was a friend of the family.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? There's so many goodbyes of where, like, why do we have to make them grow up? Why do we have to, you know what I mean? Like, make it the next year. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, so there's that. Frozen, I'm not sure.
Tim Allen's gone, right?
No, he's still it looks like Tim Allen's back. Tom Hanks is back. So yeah, there's a lot, you know.
He didn't do Buzz Lightyear. That's why.
He didn't do the movie Lightyear, which I think that was a missed opportunity, to be quite honest. Yeah. Because for those that haven't seen it, spoiler, Buzz travels in time or travels into the future so far that he runs into his older self. I think the older self, Buzz Lightyear in the movie, should have been Tim Allen's voice. I thought that would have been cool. They used James Brolin instead for that, you know.
They give him everything, man.
James Brolin, Josh Brolin's dad.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Yeah. So there's that.
He has a voice too.
Yeah. You know, on the MCU side, we got a lot of updates for Punisher. Punisher is going to be coming out the beginning of March of 2025. They've already said they've already shown it is going to have obviously the Punishers in there. They showed a trailer on there. You guys can find all that stuff. It looks like a D23 is not heavily like secured like San Diego Comic-Con, because there's a lot of like footage that you can find online right now for that. So if you guys wanted to catch that, you guys can catch that stuff like on TikTok or whatever. But the Daredevil one, the trailer, I saw the trailer for the Daredevil one, and they keep saying like, no, this is not connected to the Netflix show. After watching the trailer, I have no idea how they're gonna make that happen. There's too many references that I can tell in the trailer. There's too much like them knowing each other, type thing. So it's like there's a lot going on. We do get a glimpse of Daredevil's costumes. It looks like he has like a slew of costumes now. They show like he has like 5 or 6 different costumes now. So obviously in She-Hulk we saw the yellow costume. We saw the classic red one. He has a new red one, a new red and black one. There's the all black one. So there's a few that's going on there. And then also they're showing I think is it White Tiger? That's going to be White Tiger is going to be appearing in Daredevil 2. So, and the show hasn't even launched yet, and it was already renewed for a second season. So we're getting 2 seasons already of Daredevil.
Right.
So there's that. Big shout out to everybody that's joining us over on TikTok. Smoke over on TikTok. Thanks for joining us, man. On our Instagram, JIzzo78. Jose, thanks, man, for joining us. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. On everything that ended up happening at D23.
Yeah. So, a lot of announcements and a lot of and it's crazy where Comic-Con started all the way to where it is, and D23 is like they already have the money, they already have the IP,
for sure.
They already have the people. It was you went straight. You went WWE, like you went straight there, as opposed to all the indies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when you're putting it to that type of comparison, it's like San Diego Comic-Con's the WWE and D23's is AEW, just like fucking coming out of nowhere, just like boom.
Yeah,
it's like we're here. Yeah, we're here. So there's that. So it's a lot.
Also, is that because they have all the IP, like they could really keep themselves out of Comic-Con, and like
they could if they wanted to.
Star Wars, Marvel, everything you said, Fox, damn, they could have their own shit.
Yeah, they could. And is it possible that that it would be something like that, and D23 would be the new Comic-Con? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I can see that happening. I can see D23 overtaking San Diego Comic-Con, because for those that don't know, San Diego Comic-Con's a non-profit, okay? It's a non-profit organization that puts all this stuff together. So if Disney or Thanos decides to go ahead and buy, the rights to San Diego Comic-Con or purchase a nonprofit from there, if that's a possibility, I don't know if that's a possibility, but if they do that, that is going to be the biggest thing ever,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Now you're going to have to make a choice, being that they're so close together. You have to make a choice of, are you going to Comic-Con or are you going to fucking D23?
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot. There's a lot that could go on. And then to what you said about Star Wars, there's also another convention called Star Wars Celebration. But the
lot
cool
of
thing
are going to get hurt, or a lot of.
But remember, Star Wars Celebration is not every year. I think it's like every other year or every 2 years when they do Star Wars Celebration. It's not every year. But that one travels. That's like a worldwide con. Like it'll go to I think I've seen it at the LA Convention Center. It's been in Anaheim. It's been in England. It's been in Japan. It's been everywhere. So there's a lot that it could do. For that. So it's only a matter of time. We do, and then for D23 for those of you that are super into the live action Disney movies that are coming out, they did finally release the trailer to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Finally, yeah. And then we got Gal Gadot as the evil queen. So Gal Gadot as the evil queen. So So we'll see how it goes. You know, we did get the footage. And if you guys wanted to watch the Fantastic Four footage that they dropped over at San Diego Comic-Con, they dropped it at D23, so you'll be able to find it, you know, on social media if you guys want to go ahead and watch it. It looks pretty cool. I like it. It does give off very goofy vibes, but not in a bad way, because they show Reed Richards in a like classroom trying to teach, but it gave off very Bill Nye vibes, you know, like no one was listening to him, and he just turns around and he sees all the kids talking, and you guys want to see a big explosion? And all the kids end up cheering, they're like, yeah, and then fucking blows something up, and yeah. So there's a lot. It gave off a lot of those vibes, which is actually pretty cool. So yeah.
That's a choice too, because I mean, even if you look at Back to the Future, like you're asking kids from 2024 to care about a team from 1960.
For sure.
Where a lot of them have pointed out, like, as soon as they hear the number 19, if your birthday starts with 19, they've already tapped out. You're 90 to them if your birthday starts with 19.
Yep. There's that, you know. But the way that they're gonna do it, I think it'll be fine, to be quite honest. Tron Ares.
They could even join up because Doctor Strange, the worlds and stuff.
Well, yeah, okay. So the theory is the theory that's going around right now in regards to the Fantastic Four is that the movie, the Fantastic Four, they've already said it's a completely different universe. It is not the main, or as Deadpool says in the movie, the sacred timeline. It is not the 616 that we know. It is a completely different timeline. So there's the way it's going is that the Fantastic Four are already established. They're established there. We're going to get, like, obviously their origin story, but I feel like it's going to be like a lot of flashbacks and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
With 2 times of them showing the origin story, do we need another one?
But I don't think that they're going to do it like they did the other, where you see them going into. I have a feeling it's going to be like more like flashbacks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that it's going to be something like that. Kind of like how we never, you know how they did for Spider-Man Homecoming? We never saw Peter get bit by the spider. We didn't have to see Uncle Ben die again. It's going to be something like that. That's what I have a feeling it's going to be something like that.
We did get Aunt May die.
Yeah, but that's different. I mean, that took 3 movies for it to happen. You know what I mean? So there's that. But yeah, it just seems that so the way that's supposed to happen is their universe is an incursion that takes place on their universe, and their universe starts to decay, like we've seen in Doctor Strange and stuff like that. So in order for them to get out, they go to our timeline, or the sacred timeline, and then they're established there, because our timeline, the sacred one, 616, doesn't have a Fantastic Four, you know. And for those of you that think that we don't have a Fantastic Four is because Reed Richards was killed by Wanda, that's a different universe, you know. So they're completely different, you know. So with them going to the sacred, that's how they move to the sacred timeline. That's how we get Robert Downey Jr. as Doom into ours, you know. So there's a lot of that happens, you know. I have a feeling that they're gonna play off Doom because he looks, obviously it's Robert Downey Jr. The Avengers are gonna have a hard time fighting him because he looks like RDJ, you know. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
And finally, for you Tron lovers, Tron Ares, they made an announcement. Jeff Bridges was there. He was talking about how excited he was about filming the 3rd one. And I think probably the most exciting thing about this is that the music in Tron Ares is going to be composed by fucking 9 Inch Nails. Super excited about that, because you know that they don't do stuff like that. You know, Trent Reznor, yes, he has, you know, written some songs for some movies and whatnot. But we're getting 9 Inch Nails, the entire band, to go ahead and do this and put this together. So this is really fucking cool.
Lost Highway. I think he was in charge of the Crow soundtrack. Like,
Oh, he was one of the producers?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, man, that guy has a good track record. I feel like he did a whole. You know how Queen of the Damned was Korn? Not Korn,
Yeah.
but Jonathan Davis.
Jonathan Davis?
He did that for Lost Highway, and I think for The Crow he was like the consultant, or he was something, but he definitely put that shit together.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, hey, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be super exciting and super fun. So
I've still never seen the original, and I've still never seen the reboot or whatever it's supposed to be. I've not seen any Trons. Even when it's on Channel 5.
Okay, so hold on. I will. How about this? How about let's make that your recommendation? We'll make that your recommendation. I recommend, Ash, that you go watch Tron. Okay?
The OG.
Huh? The OG one, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is on Disney Plus, obviously. It is on Disney Plus, and then Tron Legacy, the second one, is also on Disney Plus. So, I'm telling you right now, Tron, super cheesy graphics. Obviously, the movie came out in '82. Okay, it came out in '82. So just be prepared for that.
4.
Yeah, see, you were 4. So I wasn't even born yet. It came out in '82.
It's got those good graphics.
So yeah, they got those good graphics. So okay. So I'll give you this. I'll give you 2 recommendations. Okay, watch. You could pick which one. Watch Tron, the first Tron, or you can go to Netflix and watch Life. Life.
The Eddie Murphy, Martin
Nope.
Lawrence movie?
No. The Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Reynolds film.
Did you see the Beckham Ryan Reynolds commercial?
No.
Ryan Reynolds is doing a bunch of I'm sorry's, like, fuck, I feel like I sent it to you. One is like a telegram, a single-telegram, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
There's mariachis.
Okay.
Basically, he's apologizing to him because he sounds like a jerked off in a helium tank or whatever he says about his voice.
Yeah.
He said that in the movie, so
Right.
this was an apology to him. It was so funny, and then he was like, "If you want to apologize, you have to apologize for Blade Trinity." And then a bunch of Green Lantern. He gives off a bunch of
No shit.
ones. There was one called Bolt Neck that I had to look up, and it's basically a kid in high school is named Frank Stein.
Oh no. Oh
His name is
no.
Frank Stein. And basically, fucking Ryan Reynolds is almost like they did Weird Science. It's a zombie robot, whatever she is, but it's him being a douchebag to get every chick kind of guy. And they're trying to figure out how to kill him. It's not good. Oh, and one of the Lawrence brothers is not Joey Lawrence, but the next one,
Matthew?
the one that was in Boy Meets World,
Yeah.
is Frank Stein.
Oh Lord, Jesus Christ.
It's not good.
I bet. So okay, so you need to pick then. Okay, so you need to pick. Either watch Tron or watch Life. Life is a space movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds.
Is it like The Martian?
No, it's not like The Martian. No.
I think I'll do Tron.
Okay.
I don't have to
Remember.
In part 2, he's Jeff Bridges in it too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's in it. All right.
Yeah, I'll do Tron.
Okay, so we got that Tron. So next Saturday when we record next Saturday, you got to give us your update on Tron. All right.
Are we doing Saturday from now on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
You didn't read the message in the group chat.
I thought it was we're doing one Saturday, but we're just figuring. Yeah. Saturdays at 2:30 is fine.
You didn't read the message.
I don't know if that means we're joking or are we keeping Saturdays?
Yeah, that's
Okay. Saturdays at 2:30.
okay. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine.
Oh no.
Holy!
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bully, it's just for some of us it's a little difficult to be on at 9 or to get people to join us to be on the show at 9 o'clock. So if we end up recording a little bit earlier or on a different day where everyone's available or when they're available, should work out. Speaking of availability, I just got confirmation. All right, and I think this is super exciting. I'm super excited about this. I'm wanting to have him on the show for a long time. One of my friends, where is that? There it is. One of the guys that I buy my comic books from, his name's Christian, Elvian Comics, Elvian_Comics. Go follow him, go check him out. We talked to him, I reached out to him, and he is going to be on our show one of these days. We just got to go and set up a date. He said yes that he wants to. So it's going to be really cool. He is a real cool guy. Like I was going to say he's a real G. He's a really cool guy. He is knows everything comics. He's super cool. He does a lot of claim sales on Instagram and on the app What's Up to go ahead and sell some of his stuff. So if you guys want to go ahead, bully for some of us, Moe's mostly yes. You guys need to check him out. He's actually really cool. He has a lot of claim sales and super professional. When he sends out the comic books after you buy them, he packages them so pristine, so perfect that they will not get damaged at all. You know, it's awesome. And there's a lot of comic books that I got from him that I love very much. So yeah. But other than that,
I got my Spawn 4 from him and didn't realize that I already had Spawn 4.
You need 6, right?
I need 6.
Yeah. I'm sure when we talk to him, if you let him know, I'm sure we can get something worked out.
I can finish my Spawn 1 through 10. That's all I want.
Yeah. So. But on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode of Comics. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Everybody that joined us on Instagram, on Twitch, on TikTok. Thank you guys so much. So we are going to be moving. We're going to be moving on to Saturdays to go ahead and record on Saturdays. So it's going to be a lot more fun. Everyone's going to be a lot more awake. Maybe we'll finally get Boley to join onto the show and come on. But other than that, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Catch us on all of our social media. Share us, like us, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. And on that note, we are Comix.
We are everywhere.
And we're everywhere. Thank you guys so much. Good night. Have a great weekend. And fucking hydrate. It is hot out there. Just hydrate. Peace.